our YouTube channel, Math with Jeeva. This is a continuation of our topic, to be healthy and to be happy. Right. So can you remember, I told you, to be happy, we need to be healthy. To be healthy, we need to have 4 considerations. What are they? Physical well-being, mental well-being, social well-being and spiritual well-being. So we discussed about physical well-being in our previous video, and today's video I am planning to discuss about mental well-being. So let's get started. What is mental well-being? It is the ability to identify your own skills and ability to face day-to-day challenges and work effectively, serve the society and live happily. To have all these things, finally to have mental well-being, we need to inculcate few good habits. What are they? When I am explaining these habits, you may think these things we discuss under physical well-being. Yes, it seems they are similar, they are same. But I would say, children, to be happy we need to have, we need to be healthy. To be healthy we need to have 4 considerations. Those 4 considerations are interrelated, interconnected, and also the items which we can see under each considerations also interconnected. So we can't see a separate list for physical well-being, another list for mental well-being. No, it's not the way. Sometimes we should have the same items to achieve all 4 considerations. So you may feel they are same. No, the same item, but the way we have to think about it is different. Okay, the first item is engaging in sports activities. So I discussed this under physical well-being. You want to engage in sports and exercises to maintain your physical fitness. But here I'm talking how you can improve your mental fitness, or else how you can be strong psychologically by way of engaging sports activities. Especially here I want to talk about team games, because when you are engaged in team games, children, what happens? You want to work in a team. That means it enhances your team spirit. You want to work with everybody and you want to listen to others and you want to respect their ideas and your patience and how you tolerate others. So all these qualities will be enhanced when you are engaging in a team game. Ultimately what happens? It helps you to identify your skills. How? Can you remember? In our team, some of the members, they are organizing things. Some of the members, they are leading. And some of the members, have you met? So they are caring about others. So when one of the members is sad, he goes to him and asks about him and he wants to share his sadness. Likewise, there are different types of members in our team. So when you are dealing in a team or working in a team, you identify your own skills. What type of person I am. So whether I can organize things, whether I can lead things, or whether I am caring about others. So that's how you can identify your skills, and by dealing with these team games, you should be able to, that means you enhance your ability to face the challenges in day-to-day life, right? Then the second item, engaging in aesthetic and creative activities. So again, I discussed this item under physical well-being. So after doing your studies, or else if you are an adult, after doing your daily routines or whatever the job, you want to have a rest. But I told you, to have a rest, it should be an effective rest. Then for that you want to do something different, right? So I told you, if you have a music instrument, you can play it for 10 to 15 minutes. If you can sing songs, you can do it, or else dancing. If you are good at art and handwork, you can create things. Likewise, stitching. You can engage in an aesthetic or a creative activity during your leisure time, so it makes you happy, right? It relaxes you. Okay. In the third item, you should have a hobby. Again, can you remember when you were in the primary classes, when the teacher asked, "What's your hobby, Puta?" My hobby is collecting stamps. My hobby is collecting feathers. Yes, we told it nicely, but we didn't have a single feather or single stamp at our home. So why is that? Teacher asked a question, somehow we want to answer that in front of all the class friends. So we said something, but do we really have a hobby, and what is a hobby? Hobby is an activity you are doing regularly during your leisure time for your enjoyment. It may be reading books, cycling, swimming, gardening, and some of you may like for traveling. It may be photography. There may be various activities you are doing during your leisure times for your enjoyment. Regularly you are doing this. But what I want to share with you under this item, when you are engaging in such an activity for your enjoyment during your leisure time, children, it should be something which helps you to enhance your qualities. Or else, let's say when you are doing something during your leisure time for your enjoyment, it deteriorates your quality. So no point of doing that, right? That enjoyment is temporarily, you are having something, but it deteriorates your qualities. So no point of having such a hobby. So be mindful when you are selecting a hobby, when you are doing something during your leisure time for your enjoyment, it helps you to enhance your qualities. And also, it should not be a harm for anybody, because I told you, mental well-being, when you are having mental well-being, you serve society. So if you are really serving the society, you are not hurting anybody, right? So if so, whatever the activity you are doing during your leisure time for your enjoyment, so it should not be a harm, or else it should not be harmful for anybody in the society, right? So be mindful when you are selecting a hobby. Next item, leading a simple life. So how do you define this simple lifestyle? It may be there may be various definitions, but I would like to say simple lifestyle in the sense you are going to approach things actually really you want. That means you are going to get things essential, and things you don't want, you are not trying to achieve them. Okay, then another terms. So have you heard the terms dissatisfaction and frustration, sad, unhappy, demotivation, lot of terms? But do you know, even though we are giving different terms, we are talking about the same feeling? Yes, we are talking about the same feeling. Why? You are expecting something, right? And this is what you are expecting. And this is the reality, let's say. Or else this is actually what is happening in your life. So the space between these two items, what you are expecting and what you are really having in your life, or else the reality, this space, the gap, represent that so-called word. That means unhappy, frustration, demotivation, stress, whatever the term you gave, the same feeling why you are not having which you expected, right? So can you change this point? What is happening in your life and what is the reality? Can you change it? No, children. So it is beyond your control. though you can control it, you can do it up to a certain level only. So to avoid these things in your life, you want to minimize this gap. How can you minimize this gap? You can move your expectation towards to the reality, and now you have come to this level. Now look at the gap. Now you have a small gap. Earlier it was like this. Then after identifying the reality, you move your expectation towards to your reality, what you understood. Now you are here. Now look at the gap. So gap has reduced. That means the feeling you're having with that gap also will be eliminated. That means the so-called frustration, dissatisfaction, everything will be eliminated from your life. So you want to have a simple lifestyle for that. So have you heard about desirables? So things you want, so you want to have, but they are not essential for your life. So you want to identify what are the items which really need for my life to live happily, right? And how about my expectation? How about the reality? So how can I eliminate this gap, right? Can I move towards to the reality? For that, what should I do, right? How can I fine tune my expectations? So this is how you want to have a simple life. Simply, simple life means you are happy with what you have, right? But so you want to go for your targets. Yes, you should have goals, but when you're living, so day-to-day life, always you're happy with what you have. So that means you are moving towards to the reality while achieving your targets. You have understood the reality, so no need to worry. So this is what happens in the world. So I am expecting something beyond that, so it's my fault. So you want to identify this situation and lead a simple lifestyle, right? Then the next category, time management. So time management, for that I told you, you want to have targets, you want to have goals. After another 4 years time, what you want to do? After another 4 years time, what I want to do, then what I should do, I want to separate them into small chunks. To go for that target after another 4 years time, I should do few activities during this year, right? For that, what should I do during this month, during this week, and today what should I do for that? So likewise, I want to separate my targets or goals into small chunks, and I want to have a proper plan to do them, to achieve them daily basis. Let's say now you have allocated your time to do that particular item, activity during the morning hours. Due to unavoidable reason, you couldn't do that. Then what you're supposed to do, you're going to postpone it to tomorrow. No. So that means you're procrastinating your own targets. So whatever you want to achieve after 4 years time, when you're postponing like that, that means you procrastinate your future targets. So time management is very essential. To go for that, you have 24 hours per day, 7 days per week, 30 days per month. So if you really want to achieve something, you want to have a proper plan and you want to have a priority list. That priority list will depend on your situation. So long-term priority list and the short-term priority list, and what are the items you have put into your priority list represent ultimately your personality. As a little one, watching movies, watching cartoons, and always wandering here and there without studying. So that point you have put in the first in your priority list. That means you want to think again whether you can go for your target after another 4 years time or 5 years time, right? So proper time management, you want to have a proper plan, separate them into small chunks and plan how we are going to achieve it a priority list. Okay, then the last one I want to share. Now, you want to have mental well-being. For that, you want to inculcate all the uh, good habits I discussed so far. But let's say after inculcating or else after having all these things, still you are in a situation which you cannot tolerate. Everybody, all of us have those type of situation in our lives which we cannot tolerate, we cannot bear. So to find a solution for that, we can't do it alone. We need a support from somebody else. So it is advisable to consult somebody, a suitable person. If you are a little one, especially very good if you can share your feelings with your parents. Let's say by any chance if you are not in such a situation, you cannot share everything with your parents, yes, then you can go to your class teacher or to your subject teacher. Then you can share your feelings, because when you are keeping everything in your mind, you cannot tolerate, you cannot bear things. That means ultimately it affects to your output. What you are doing, it is not effective because you are not in a good mood. That means you cannot tolerate, you are in a stress mood. So better to share your things, but be mindful when you are selecting a person to share your personal feelings. So to have a mental well-being, the final item is very important, right? So find a suitable person, share your feelings and reduce your stress, and try to find out a solution for your problem. Otherwise, if you are not finding a suitable person, your problems will be complicated, right? Rather finding a solution, your problems will be complicated. So children, my dear children, find a suitable person and always share your feelings with somebody else. That is counseling. Go for counseling, right? So most of the time in our society, when you are going for counseling, people think you are mad or else you are a psychologically ill person. No, it's not the way. We are human beings, we have feelings. Sometimes we are not strong enough to tolerate everything in our life, so we need a good friend to share our feelings. So that's the end of our discussion today. To be healthy, to be happy, you want to be healthy. To be healthy, there are 4 considerations. What are they? Physical well-being, mental well-being, social well-being and spiritual well-being. We discuss about physical well-being, and today we discuss about mental well-being. And to have physical well-being, we need to inculcate some good habits. What are they? We need to engage in sports activities, we need to engage in aesthetic activities and creative activities. We need to have a meaningful hobby which helps you to enhance your qualities and which is not harmful to anybody. And we need to lead a simple lifestyle. We want to identify our expectations and reality, and we need to learn how we can move our expectations towards to the reality. And we need to identify essentials and non-essentials in our life. Then proper time management. For that you want to have a goal, you want to separate them into small chunks, and you want to have a plan how we are going to achieve each and every small chunks step by step, and you want to have a priority list in your life. Finally, after doing all these things, still you cannot bear things, you cannot tolerate things, you have to go for counseling. That means you have to find a suitable person to share your feelings, and you need to find a solution for your problem, or else you want to find a way to overcome this difficult situation. Right. That is all about mental well-being. Now when we meet again with social well-being, now you are a person having physical well-being. Now you have come another step with mental well-being. So let's meet again with social well-being. Till then, see you children. Find your real happiness by way of having your physical well-being and mental well-being.